have to do takes a long time.
Hey
Shoot.
guys, I just wanted to know if you can hear me. We're having technical issues and we wanted to know if you can hear me.
Uh,
We're trying to find the issue. Is it my laptop?
okay, it was okay.
Let me know.
Well, we are live,
Yes,
and
I'm
yes,
asking
that's
them.
awesome, and I'm not
We
sure,
can't
can
we
any
can't hear each other.
we can't hear each
Oh
other,
no,
but
I
they can
mean
hear you?
Maureen can't hear me. Can you guys hear me
Yeah.
in the
I
side
wanna
chat?
know if you guys can hear Carol. It could just be me. Maybe it's
We're
something
trying
wrong
to
with my
figure out
settings.
we're trying to figure out the
And
issue
then
here.
and it's all my fault that I freaked Carol out.
No,
Let us
no,
know
no.
in the chat if you can actually hear Carol
Yeah,
speaking, or if you can hear
no.
me. Can you hear anything?
Can you hear us now? Give us a Hey, Mike,
Hi,
can you
Mike.
hear us? Hi, Mike. Hey. Can
While
you
we're
hear
going
me,
through,
Mike?
I will just say, hey, Aid. I
I'm
see
glad
that you were
you guys the
here
same for
doing a
me.
little bit of thumbs up in the sunshine. Hey, CR, thanks for coming in.
Oh, this is making
Ooh,
me
look at that. Even the Dirt, Maureen Washington was third.
Here's me.
And even better, Gardening Warrior was fourth. And she says that she's eaten some shelf staple.
He
You
hears
hear,
me.
oh, you hear, who do you hear?
You hear
I
us
need to
both,
know who
Mike?
you do hear. Who do you hear, Mike? Do you hear both of
We
us?
Maureen can't hear me, but I can hear her.
I can't read your
We're trying to
lips.
figure out what's going
You have to
on.
mouth it bigger and
We
slower. We
are
are
trying
trying
to
to affect
figure out.
you. Figure you out. Figure it out.
We're both.
Good. This dude too. Hear both. What? Oh, so it's me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
That
gonna
means
leave.
I can put my headphones back.
I'm gonna leave. It's me. It's my fault. I'm sorry, Carol, that I freaked you out and everything. I'm leaving. I'm leaving the studio. I'm never coming back until I get my stuff figured out.
Yay. Great. Okay, guys, hold your ears while I plug this thing in because it might sound awful. Whoa. Almost lost signal. Let's see if we can get her back in and see if anything changed. Holy heck. You can tell it's humid in here. Woo. All right. Okay. Thank you, J3, and welcome in, J3GS Farm. And I'm not sure where we were up top because we were trying to take care of that technical issue. So crazy. I was glad to see Q come in, Gardening Warrior come in, and I was glad to see God's Desire for me. Sorry about that weird hello, God's Desire for me. We're trying to figure out what's going on. Hopefully Deepa will be back and everything will be a-okay. I hope she didn't just disconnect something major. But anyway, tonight, yes, we were going to discuss, and I didn't get to pull it back up, the benefits of gardening and the many ways we can garden. So I will probably be dropping a link in a little bit. But I had looked it up, and that was the other thing. That's not coming up. It's been a very interesting night. I am having issues too with, the Wi-Fi. Some of that can be, I think, solar. We're having a lot of solar maximum. Well, I don't know if it's in its minimum or maximum. There we go. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yay! What was it?
I'm not going to talk about it.
Okay, I won't make you admit whatever it was. That's fine. I only went through like 2 headsets, unplugged, going crazy. Went to my daughter's room. It's all right. It's okay. I won't do you like that. That's all right. It's fine.
I'm so sorry.
It's one of those days. It's okay. I'm having one of those days.
So sorry.
I'm having one of those days too. It's a crazy Friday. Oh my goodness.
Let's rename it.
Yay. The Bud Files. I know. I should. Oh my goodness. But yeah, the topic, I even had it too, and I had it all queued up on my phone to go over the different things, and that disappeared. I'm like, okay, yeah, this is an interesting night.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's an interesting night already.
Oh,
Wow.
you didn't play your promo. We missed the
No, I
promo.
didn't. I just went live to figure out what the thing was going on, what the heck was going on. We can take a moment and we're gonna play the promo and get right back to you. We need to little psych ourselves up, and maybe I can find this thing I had before on my phone. It'll be 2 minutes. It'll give you time to go pee and get a drink, guys. Go pee, get a drink.
Sunshine shining, Florida's the place, gardens growing. We've got that grace. You should join us, making life better, better. Live with South Florida sunshine diva. In the dirt, our time. Can you see the blossoms? 'Cause here they bloom. Dance with your neighbor, dance for your friends, live for the moments, join the ocean breeze, hearts and sing. Community strong, dreams we link, let's grow together, making it brighter. Unity in our stride, passions right, in the gardens of life where we plant our pride. Live with South Florida sunshine diva. In the dirt, our time. Can you see the blossoms? 'Cause here they bloom. Dance with the neighbor, dance for your friends. And in Florida's the place, gardens growing. We've got that grace. You should join us, making life better, better. Live with South Florida sunshine diva. In the dirt, our time. Can you see the blossoms? 'Cause here they bloom. Dance with your neighbor, dance for your friends, live for the moments, join the ocean breeze, hearts and sing. Community strong, dreams we link, let's grow together, making it brighter. Unity in our stride, passions right, in the gardens of life where we plant our pride. Live with South Florida sunshine diva. In the dirt, our time. Can you see the blossoms? 'Cause here they bloom.
Hey, guys. Now you know what we do behind the scenes.
You
Well, the
can't
intro is
not
playing.
dance to it.
It's just I am so
It's such
happy
a
with what they
good
did for me.
Yes,
You
it's
know.
such a good song, and it's just so lively, and it just picks up your spirits.
Oh, thank you. I think so too. Unfortunately, they can't. Hey, Barbara, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. Is it Mowat or Mowat? I'm not sure what kind of accent to say your
Moet.
last.
Barbara Moet.
Okay, it's a Moet.
Mhm.
Okay, it's Moet.
Moet.
All right,
Mhm.
there we go. Got it.
Mhm.
Barbara Moet. Thank you. Like the video. Thank you. Appreciate you coming in.
Mhm.
Hey, entertaining more by DJ. And welcome in everybody else who we welcomed before, and Tibor, who came in and went to the concession stand while we played the intro. We took a moment to gather ourselves.
Oh my gosh.
That's what happens. That's live. That's just live. And that's what I was going to say. AI can't figure out, like, when they write songs, how to say live and live. So it's not just us who,
Yes,
if you've
that's
ever
true.
been an
Yeah.
English speaker of another language, it's
Yeah. I don't know how you tell it. It's not live, it's live,
yes. No. I'm
Yeah.
like, it would have to be alive and use it as one word, and then it's alive. They got to figure out how to put that
Mhm.
in a song and make it
Yeah.
sound like live. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Entertaining more by DJ. Thank you. Good job. Okay.
Oh,
Okay, Guardian Warrior.
congratulations.
Totally getcha. I was doing laundry this week. But yeah, I wanted to tackle this topic because I need to encourage myself to get back out there as part of it, because
Mhm.
I'm just not feeling it right
Mm.
now at all, because it's still very hot in Florida for one. And also I really have limited time on my hands. And that's
Yeah.
the thing. I know I'm not the only one. I know
Yeah.
other people were talking about that in the gardening community, just like some of us aging and trying to still have a garden.
Yeah.
and what that might look like. But I thought if we encouraged ourselves with the benefits of gardening and then maybe came up with some ideas for, gardening in all different ways, like
Yeah,
maybe
I'm just gonna let you know the thoughts in my head. I'm trying to end my garden. Why are you talking about starting up a garden? Forget it. Are you
I,
kidding me? I don't want to start up a garden. I'm trying to end this garden. I'm tired. What are you talking about?
exactly. I'm tired from this year. I don't want to start a garden right now either. You guys get to go into fall. Or
Yeah.
probably
Um,
no, not at
well,
all.
we know what a drive-in is. My great niece who just turned 8 went to a drive-in just recently. I think, oh, she's 8 or 9 for her
Yeah.
birthday. So, no, drive-ins are still existing. And
And
man, I do miss a good drive-in, and they always
oh,
had overcooked corn cobs that were just sitting in butter, and you go, I want a corn cob when I'm at the drive-in. I,
I
I
never
do. I was thinking about it the other day.
overcooked
So,
corn cob, eh? I
overcooked.
didn't
Well, it's been sitting in this hot tin of butter, just sitting there, waiting for it
wow.
to come
We just
out.
had the hot dogs that rolled on forever. We're not sure when they were put on, but they're just still rolling and rolling and rolling. And probably
Not
they just
drying
add a
out.
little extra oil to them
Yeah,
so they
just
would keep
spray them.
rolling. Oh, yeah.
No,
No.
I do hear what you're saying, 'cause it's even for where I live, it's like there's no reason why I can't grow, right, even through the fall and winter with,
True.
certain
You're
crops,
in your zone, yep,
you know?
for sure.
Mhm.
Where you're at.
Actually, any like, there's in I think she was in Quebec, and she was growing, lots of leafy veg all through
Mhm.
the winter, but she puts, a plastic cover on and puts incandescent lights in to keep it warm,
Yeah, I saw,
and
Brooke was
she's
doing
colder.
that with his fruit trees with the incandescent,
Mm, mhm,
lights, like the Christmas lights, and putting them
mhm.
like, decorating the fruit
Yeah.
trees, but really helping keep them alive, which I
Well,
thought
yeah,
was
keeping them warm. Yeah.
yeah, keeping them warm through the snap.
Mhm.
Yeah, the one that it's funny that, we're going, "Oh, I don't wanna." The first one is that gardening can relieve stress. What do you guys think about
Oops, I almost swore right there.
I
Bull
think
poop. Bull
if
poop.
you're I think, like, once you get everything planted and you're in the midst of things going really well and not
Mm,
having maybe a
mm.
load of insects come in or things are just dying and you don't know why.
Overwater,
Or
underwater, over fertilizer, under
yes, or
fertilizer.
that. Yes, or that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I think it's a mindset, because I think going out to the garden can have, a peaceful and, calming effect, but I think it's the fact that you have to leave what's going on in your life at the door before you go out. And it's because I'm speaking for myself personally. I take it all out with me. And so there's thoughts swirling, and I'm just doing things, it's like, okay, I got to get that. Okay, I got to get that. Okay. And I'm
Right.
not actually stopping and being present and listening to, the wildlife, and letting my feet be in the grass, and, letting it charge me. So,
It's
mhm.
God's desire for me, like that transition into that. Hey, TN, welcome in. Oh my
Uh,
goodness, like for real. Yeah,
mhm.
and that's, it gets into some of those like a different, let's see. It says it can relieve stress, and then of course it talks about how it's positively correlated with a reduction in depression and anxiety symptoms according to like a meta-analysis. But there's also stressful things in the garden, but yeah, getting out there, and once you're out there and doing it and getting things
Mhm.
accomplished, like even though that was super hard work and I was down for 2 days following, I felt great about taking care of the cassava and doing that and doing it
Yeah.
from beginning to end. And then also
Yeah.
I still got more plants to plant if I want to.
Mhm.
Um,
And you were
yeah,
like, you were reefing on it, so that you were actually, yes, it can hurt you, but at the same time, it's allowing some stress release, just in the fact that you're having to work hard
right.
to let that out.
You're
So,
getting the endorphins for sure. Yeah.
mhm, mhm.
Get out of your head. Yeah, it helps you get out of your head. That's true, TN. That's a good way to put it. I do in the
Yeah.
woods with a fire, a pot of coffee making, and a book in my hand. Very cool.
Mhm. Yeah. And I
Yeah,
think that is the main thing. It's
amen.
you have to shut out, um, whatever else is, on the docket and in your future docket, and just be present. And I think
Right.
that's what I'm not doing. Like we've gone out a couple of times now and worked hard, came in, we were really dirty, on the clothes and stuff like that. Lots of dirt was being moved, and
Right.
that felt good. Like it
Yeah.
felt like, yeah, we worked hard.
Yeah.
Storms.
These storms will come in. I sent you the link too, Barry. Yeah. Do I have a snack? I need a snack.
What kind of snack you got? What
I
kind
know,
of snack you
snackies.
got
What kind of snackies are you serving over there?
in the concession?
Everybody in the concession. But yeah, too, and it gives you, when it does go right, it gives you that sense of accomplishment that sometimes can, how do you say it, soothe the other things that may not be going quite right.
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
this year is just not a good year. My orchids are not, like, nothing is really doing well. And
Mhm.
except for, like, yeah, my bananas put on their bananas, which I'm very grateful for them. They have been just a wonderful plant, a wonderful tropical to have, because they do produce, and I don't have to really babysit them like I do with
Mhm.
annuals down here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But just this year, like, my orchids are not, they just really need to be up potted, but I'm afraid I'm going to kill them all if I up pot them. I really wanted to I was telling people during the day, like, I really wanted to put them in trees, but we're not sure what trees we're going to be really, cutting back
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah, so
Well, but one thing again, Carol, and I'm speaking to myself. But when you just said that, you go, you started the paragraph with, my orchids, they're not doing well, and then you went and you thought about, but what is doing well, and you go, well,
yeah,
there is
banana.
the bananas,
Yeah.
but you were disregarding it, like in the tone. It's like,
Mm.
but and that is something else I do.
They're
They go,
beasts. They're
yeah,
beasts.
but it's like, but we
Yeah,
don't go,
I don't want to
but this is
disregard
what's
it.
really good.
Yes,
Like
yes.
and
Yep.
so I do the same thing. I don't accept it. Someone else, or I'll give myself, well, you got this done. Yeah, but I didn't get this and this done. Yeah, but you got this done. And I'll just
Right.
like disregard it and
Yeah.
not go, whew, thank God for those bananas, because they're feeding my family
Yeah.
and they are a mainstay. And it's like, thank you, bananas. Like it's that thing
Yeah.
where, I think we've talked about it before, where
We have.
where it's like, you'd send, give me a compliment and I go, yeah, oh, thanks.
Eh,
And then,
yeah.
and then I, shoo. But it's like, no, embrace it and say thank you and stop. Be present.
Yeah, J3, I haven't gotten to do the banana flowers yet. I've heard of people even eating the small flowers, and I'm seeing them packaged in Asian markets, and I've done that, and I'm like, okay, they must stir fry these or something, because that's horrible. Because it's like eating that little thin string that comes off your banana, how it has like a real,
Yeah.
like a resinous kind of feeling.
Yeah.
But my Renaissance grandma did frying up the banana flour, the interior, and she made it like, how do you say, like the male part of the flour, she made it like a fritter. And so, like, she did that for me early on, which I thought was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was awesome. But yeah, we won't be getting cool weather for a while, so that's what is kind of making me like, I don't know, I'm not sure. But it's definitely, it's better for your mental health. They say that there's even things and organisms in the soil that are beneficial for us and our microbiome, which also affect us mentally. Like, and it's like we're all connected. Like,
absolutely.
Also, the whole thing with grounding, which I'm not good at because we have a small dog, so I like have to find the patches where she's never been, which is in my garden areas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, not the orchids. Definitely. But they make me happy. I usually have gotten them to rebloom every year, and this year, it's making me sad. Like, I don't know if there's a disease that's kicked in down here or something too. Like, I have to look that up and see if there's something going around. I had actually scale attack one of my orchids, which has never happened before. We've never done that before. And the orchids themselves look scorched. Like the sun is just hotter this year. Like if
Mhm.
and you really try and keep them in the canopy of a tree, or you try and keep them in dappled light, but even the heat coming off the house has scorched my orchids in my screened in room, and that's never really happened before.
Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, that makes me sad because they make me happy. Those are,
Mhm.
what I started with. I started with orchids and making them
Right.
rebloom before I
Right.
started growing food.
Right.
But I mean, you're right. When I look at the bananas, I actually just found, I think there were 3-year-old pictures of me, or 4-year-old pictures of me with the banana pups in a pot. And now I have a
Mm.
whole mat of bananas out there that is growing like a little mini jungle in that area.
Mhm.
And they've taken off. So yeah, I'm very grateful for, the bananas, and mulberries. Like mulberries make people feel like they can garden even when it's not going well. Both of
Yeah.
them are really great
Yeah. Yeah.
at that.
Yeah.
And that's cool, Chris. Making jewelry and plantain salve. Actually, somebody was sweet enough to send me some salve made from lemon balm. It was lovely just to try it out. Hey, DCVs, welcome in. And you guys have some really,
No smile and bacon? He's promoting bacon today? I
not
don't know what it
sure
is.
what that. He's just like a mystery. He's like sliding in like out of the fog.
Oh, no, no, it's actually it's a sun that's hidden in the clouds.
Is that what it is? I thought
Yeah.
they really. I thought it's a
Yeah.
person, like just coming out of
No.
the bushes or coming out of
No, it's bacon. No,
yeah,
no,
my
it's a
lemongrass is
sun
up
that's just saying a little bit.
to my shoulders and out. I do have a huge lemongrass that happens every
Wow.
year. I really need to uh, take it and break it apart and put it throughout um, my garden.
Mhm.
I do. Because that's one thing that, yeah, it explodes here. It's huge because of our heat. Like all
Wow.
the tropicals, like I am grateful for the tropicals, but
Yeah.
I think that's what I was trying to say too, like in the explanation underneath the about gardening was, we all garden different. And
Yep.
people, when they see a gardening channel, it's like, oh, they're expecting you to have these annuals. And there are Florida gardeners in Central Florida that are just busting it out. And
Mhm.
maybe even a little bit lower, busting out that annual garden. And for me, it's like, I don't want to go babysit everything. Like, I really want
Yeah.
to be selective with what annuals I plant.
Yeah.
So it was like, kind of like, let's just be open to how we all kind of garden, and it's different
Mhm.
for everybody. And it doesn't
Right.
mean like if I garden and I just produce a lot of bananas and mulberries, I'm still gardening.
Absolutely.
And, I've had people discount that in the past and be like, "Oh, she just grows bananas." I grow something that's
Mhm.
edible, that feeds my family, like you said, and I
Yep.
can actually always have such an abundance that I'm freezing them. I
Yes.
have plenty to freeze, just like your zucchinis.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
tons of them.
Yeah. But,
Oh, baby.
for me, Carol, if I was to stop and think, uh wow, you're gonna stop and actually think,
Yeah,
Maureen, that's pretty amazing.
yeah, that's mine too. Probably even over
Uh,
6 foot, if you
I
straight. Yeah, go
yeah,
ahead.
mine is not that high, but I don't I think I was trying to go, what do I plant that's an annual flower? I don't have any annuals.
Mm,
I don't I like
yeah.
m
Yeah,
"Hey, larks.
how are
Dee-dee, dee-dee,
you?
dee,
Good to
dee-dee,
see
dee, dee."
you.
Banana, banana,
Banana,
banana.
yes.
Yeah. Oh, tons of zucchini in the
Oh,
freezer,
that's a
shredded into
great
two-cups
yeah.
baked for making zucchini bread. Yep, that's a good way to do it.
That is a
Yeah.
great idea.
Yeah, I like my nasturtiums, those are annuals, but they're self-seeding themselves every year. So,
What your nasturtiums are?
my
Wow.
nasturtiums,
I wish
well,
mine fry in the sun
yeah,
here.
yeah.
It's
But, like, we take the nasturtium, seeds and we've pickled them and stuff like that, right, to put on charcuterie boards, but there's so many nasturtiums up in the yard because they made it through the winter,
that's a neat
so
idea to use them as a border plant. Very cool. To use some peppers as that zucchini bread free. Oh, okay. I got like a little tiny burp bubble that wants to just keep coming like up and down and up and down. So pardon me if all of a sudden you hear one. It didn't? Okay. Well, I can post it. Just give me
Oh,
a
I
sec.
can do it. No, I can.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. You don't that's what my job is. My job is to go and do
Oh no,
stuff.
BCBs. Oh no. Well, once they come, the ones that vined, do you mean DCBs that you put in accidentally? Yeah, they're annuals here. They're just and they like it a little bit cooler than our hot is hot here. They'll fry in our sun.
Ba, ba, ba. Live with South Florida sunshine. That song goes through my head a lot.
Veggies, my flowers came in nice. I was so happy that I could sit outside enjoying them at 60. Oh,
That's fabulous.
yeah. See, and that's the right attitude to have. I think some of us can get perfectionistic. I don't know who those people are, but sometimes they can get perfectionistic and look at Pinterest and even YouTube videos that have been set up to make it look like that person grew all those things. And maybe they didn't necessarily. And that person can get a little perfectionistic and hard on themselves.
Who are you
But
pointing at?
I was I pointing? Was I pointing? But yeah, that's the best attitude to have. And I'm like 54, Barbara, and I hear you like moving forward. I'm like, okay, I don't want to get out in the heat now. I don't think I'm going to
No,
really want to when I'm
no.
67. So need to come up with some ideas where I can still enjoy gardening and get something from it, edible. And right now,
Mhm.
my bananas possibly, if smaller, I could do. They do have smaller bananas. The ones I have now, no, because they just are like a weed down here, and you're supposed to take down the tree
Right.
the plant once it blooms. I planted the wrong ones and don't know what seeds it was. Well, do you still have them on, like, are there still are there still beans on the vines? Because they can turn into your seeds. Like you can dry them right on the vine. So, or did you mean the ones that you wanted to plant? You don't know which ones they were and you don't remember. I'm trying to follow you, DCBs. I'm not. You're pointing at me. It's okay. I know. I'm working on it. Me too. I am working on it, DCB.
Well, they do say, like, when you're pointing, you got three fingers pointing back at you. So when you were pointing at yourself, you had three fingers pointing at all of us. So it was me too. Thanks, Kira. I'm going to keep working on it.
That's weird, TN. You must have quite the microclimate there that your pansies have made it 2 to 3 years now, like as perennials or reseeding as annuals. I know in PA. Yeah, there's smaller bananas than I have. Yep, there's smaller bananas than I have. My neighbor has one that comes up to about here, the tree, like on me, like my chest. And I would love to get that one because it puts out banana racks that are fine. Like the amount of bananas is sometimes even like the racks my bigger ones produce. And then there's called the Truly Tiny. And yes, that's a very small and it's truly tiny. So
it lives up to its name.
it lives up to its name.
In ground and mulch well.
Yeah.
So he says his beans are stratting. I don't know what that. I don't know that word.
Me either. Welcome to the stage, Barry from Storms, Radios, and Cats.
Storms, Radios, and Cats.
Did you bring me a cup? That looks like.
I hope it's cocoa.
Like a cup of coffee.
I'd like a cup of cocoa.
Smells good. Yeah, for a second. I know I can be.
Yeah, it would be nice, wouldn't it?
Oh, me too, DCBs. I am too. Okay, so the second one, the one that he wanted to plant, he doesn't know what the seeds look like now. So, well, now you have vining ones. Did you keep them in there?
Nope, let me turn that light off.
Well, they usually plant them close to the winter. They have them up for fall and into the winter up in PA. But down here, some of them I think we have a wild pansy maybe. Or no, I'm thinking of a violet, not a pansy. But I haven't seen pansies down here. It's much too hot for them here.
Mm.
But you're what, zone 7, Tian? I forget what zone you're in. And Diva's closer to my zone, even though she's way up there on the island near
Near Alaska.
near Alaska and Russia.
Living in an igloo.
Not at all. Not at all. That's Carol Geography from Florida. Yeah.
But it wouldn't be the same if you didn't always throw that in there. It's like, oh yeah, and also I love the other one where you're going, oh, these are in the States. They're only $10 for us, but for you they'll be 1,000.
Yes,
I just always laugh.
$1,000.
$1,000. Yeah,
1,000 Canadian dollars. I have to
that's
go
right.
green beans. I was climbing. One was bush beans. I planted. Oh, what I thought was bush, but turned out to be climbing. No, I do not remember what. Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
if you planted them though, and they're growing, once
You got them.
you got them, once the vegetable matures and you keep it on there, you'll get the seeds right back. Hopefully, if nothing eats it down.
Yeah.
Hey, cousin Serena, how are you?
Hey, cousin
Welcome
Serena.
in.
Yeah, DC, I did the same thing. I planted a whole bunch of pole beans on my arbor, and I think there's maybe on one side is 3, the other side is 1, and everything else is bush bean. It's like I thought they were pole, but nonetheless, I got beans. Got beans.
How do pickles
Yeah.
enjoy a moment? They relish it. Very good. Very nice.
Mhm.
My thoughts don't turn out well sometimes. Sorry. No, you're fine. I also don't understand stuff sometimes that's written down, so you're fine.
Mhm.
Got
This is my first time for this day in my life, and so a lot of things can be a little bit new for me.
Right.
Yeah.
For all of us. It's this day.
my
is our
first time
day of
today.
this day. That's right.
That's right. I've not experienced this day before.
Oh.
Oh,
They
they
won't
just-
be as efficient, you think?
Really? Oh,
No,
yeah.
no,
See.
they're grown in
Yeah.
your soil.
Uh-huh.
And in your state. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do too. I like that a lot. The way that
Yeah.
Diva put that. And my daughter says that too. And I saw that before she even said it to me and reminded me of the saying, and then Diva did. So God must really want me to know that saying well.
This is your first time
Yep.
hanging out on August 16th. I've never done August
That's
16th,
right.
2024 before.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
No, we
No.
haven't. Have not done that.
No.
Let's
But I
see.
find that the bush style beans, as long as you keep picking them, they'll keep giving you more beans until you stop picking them. They're pretty much the same.
Yeah.
The only difference is whether you have the bush beans close to the ground, because then you have to bend low. If you have them in a raised bed, then it's not so bad, right?
Yeah.
As opposed to when you're pulls, it's like, yay, everything. I don't have to bend over. I get to stand up and pick all these. I love it.
Right. Yeah.
You'll
you
know
get
when
that
they're done.
benefit.
When they're done for the season, you'll know.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just slowly
Like-
taper off, and eventually you won't get anything at all. And
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
it's a good run.
Right?
It was a good run while we had it.
Yeah,
That's actually, I need to look at that. I'm so mad at myself. Not mad at myself. I'm mad that I didn't put them out in time. But I found, what was it? Dahlia. Dahlia is like all dried up. I'm like, I'm just going to soak them in water. And then I looked at it and it says, do not plant these until I think it was like May or something crazy in my zone. And I'm like, okay, that's a little far away from right now. Why
yeah.
am I soaking these in water? They're probably dead anyway, but I just thought, I'd see if I could bring them back to life.
Bring them back to life.
Did you hear about the bee that was allergic to honey? When it ate some, it got beehives. Oh no, not beehives. I just think that the bush style are more efficient in rows, while the pole beans have more of the runners to climb. Yeah, you just have to go get some sticks from a tree there, DC, and shove them in the ground. You're just a little bit more work. Branches up in the, I've seen people just do it with what they have laying around on their property, and you've got quite the property to do it.
type.
Oh, gross. Oh, it's plants drinking it. What do plants drink at social gatherings? Compost.
Compost tea.
I was thinking that climbers might be less efficient without the ability to climb. Okay, so you're keeping them low and growing on the ground. I've never done that. I'm not sure. That's a good experiment, DC, and that's what, gardening is about.
It's all an experiment.
It's kind of all a living experiment, really. It really is. Like,
I mean, living in the woods, I've got all kinds of sticks,
yeah.
and you could take twine or string or whatever, and make sort of a teepee
Yeah.
configuration out of sticks. Tie them at the
Yeah.
top.
Right.
At the end of the year, you could take them up, throw them away, or reuse them next year. They're going to be the same thing.
That's
Mhm.
true. That's
Mhm.
true. Or you
Yeah.
bury them and they become part of the soil where you
Yeah.
just grew those beans.
Mhm.
You have
Or
food
and
soil.
some of them could come back.
Yes, that's true too. You just bury the plant and some could come back. What do soil scientists read to get their news? The compost. The other
That's cute.
thing, and this is why I liked to talk about this too, was it's a benefit too for the elderly. Like and hello, who is that?
Hello,
Hello, who's
we hear
calling?
you. We hear you.
Hello, is that you, Dark Paw in the back? Is that Dark Paw? Hello,
What do you? What? Well, hello.
boy. Hello, hello. Do you hear Miss Carol?
Did you hear him? He said hello.
I did.
Hmm.
I heard him say hello. Hello,
Hey, Dark Paw.
Dark Paw. Are you
Hello.
looking for us? We're over here, Dark Paw. Sorry, we were having a cat moment. That's my favorite one of the fairies. I'm favoritistic. Let's see. The runners might climb over. That's true. You've got to train the runners to keep away from your other plants. Yikes. Yeah, that was the cute one, wasn't it? The compost. The other, I mean, that's a gross joke
That's
today.
awesome, Serena.
You're really good at those, Serena. Make sure you write these down. So you could even do you could do a book. And even if you can't do the illustrations, there's people who will do them for you, but you might draw too. I don't know. Meow, meow. A
Mouthful.
mouthful. Yes. Hi, Dark Paw. Hello. Hello.
Why is he called Dark Paw when his paws aren't dark?
My youngest daughter has a comic book series that she made herself. And we just got him as a baby.
Mm.
If you look at his left paw in the back, he's got a thumb.
Oh, that's wild.
Wow.
He probably won't let me show you. Yeah, he will. Maybe.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
He's
really
got a
cool.
thumb.
They
It's
have
weird.
those
It's also weird.
Hemingway
weird.
cats all in the keys, and they have all the multi-digit. I forget what they're called though.
Mm,
It refers to their multi-digits, the type of cat that they are. But they're Hemingway cats is what they call them down there with the multi-digit. What do gardeners read what do gardeners read to get their news? The New York Times. I know, she's silly. Yes, catfish. That's right. What fish makes a good household pet? A catfish. At that point, yeah, I will draw them. Yes, I was going to say that. You can do that too. They
Mutant
actually
cat.
do have that. People are making coloring books with AI. Hey, LGG.
Hey, LGG.
Wait, LG.
Hello.
G. G. LGGG.
I know it's a lot of GGs.
I thought I dropped one off, but
I think
No.
I just usually say LGG. I don't get the third one in.
I don't think I do either. And I realized it just as I was saying it.
You could just say lugs. Lugs. Lugs.
Yeah, love. No.
Lugus.
No.
Lugus. Lugs.
No. That's just the same one.
Dogfish.
L to the G to the third power.
Get all
L
scientific
to the
on 'em.
G to the third power.
power.
Welcome in. What
What
fish is
fish?
man's best friend? Dogfish. Oh,
Woof woof.
yeah. Everybody's saying hello. But what I was going to was it's really also very good mentally for the elderly, but they can't necessarily all do what they used to do for gardening. And I
Mhm.
totally can understand that. One of the things I loved when we used to go to the nursing home, my daughter and I would go and go on visits. Like there would be a small group of homeschooling moms, and we would go. And outside, they had an area for like the assistants to help them garden in beds, like down, like they would ask try to include people who weren't necessarily elderly and all with and had all their faculties still, but they would
Mhm.
still include them in the idea of they're still gardening, like, oh, you
Yes.
want this one. But then also for people who still were able to do more on their own, they would have the table like higher, like how we have our elevated beds, they would have it high
Yeah.
enough for them to roll
Yeah.
a wheelchair under and do the gardening.
Mhm.
And yeah, when I got that elevated bed outside that I've now had to take down because it was wood, I was thinking, yeah, I want all my beds about this height as I get older. I don't want to do a lot in ground, down low. Like,
Mhm.
mad respect for you over at the other property and your property when you're putting stuff in the ground and then having to get back up is the problem I have, is the getting back up.
Yeah.
Do you have anything like any cheats in place, we'll say, for those moments where it's like, I'm having a hard time getting back up and putting these in? Or do you sit and bend from
No,
like,
I bend. I've got a long reach, and also at the garden away from my home, we built trenches, so we actually made like it's like a
oh, it's
raised.
higher? Yeah, you
Yeah, yeah.
did.
So I don't have to go that far, but yeah, I don't ever. I can't. If I was to sit or squat or be on my knees, it would
Yeah.
be you need to call the ambulance because someone has to help me get up because no, no, no. Right.
I have seen those carts, but I'm afraid like that I might bust my butt because they need brakes, like the ones that roll that you can like kind of
Oh,
swivel.
okay. Yeah,
I
yeah.
think I might need one that has a brake on it because I'd be afraid I would get off balance and it would go one way and I go the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, Serena. I wanted to tell you, wonderful 7 leaf
I want
peppers
that
on the
desk.
plant. Just now,
want
watch
that
out for
desk that-
hornworms. What was that,
I-
Terry? Sorry.
I want that desk that elevates, that you can raise it up and lower it.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
that they use for
You can stand
working
up or you can
in the
sit down and
offices.
use it.
Yeah.
Ergonomically correct offices now that use those.
Yeah. I have done it where I will sit on a 5-gallon bucket upside down.
Oh yeah. Okay, I have done that too.
Yeah.
And that's still dangerous for me because me and just woo, I look over there and
You're not that tall. Like, how far do you have to fall? Not that
true.
far.
I don't have that far to fall. It's the getting up though. It's the getting up. That's the problem. I don't.
It's the
And
getting
now
up
I
and
but
not-
now I did find out like today I did that thing on vitamin D and vitamin D deficiency, but I really just talked about, vitamin D and how it is critical for hormones and all our hormones. It's a precursor. But vitamin D also, if you have a deficiency, you get weakness in your muscles.
Mm.
Hello. So hopefully, as my D levels go up, my muscle strength will too. But I've also
Yeah.
got to do resistance training that my doctor wants me to do.
Mhm.
If there are 10 copycats in the car and one gets out, how many are still in the car?
0.
I think. I don't know. I don't do many questions
Copycat.
like that.
It's a copycat.
They do everything the other ones do.
Oh yeah, because they all follow. Thanks, guys. See, I don't catch on to those so quickly. Sorry, really don't. I don't. I try.
Oh, my God.
Why did you write down 9, Storm?
Because I wasn't thinking. It's like, well, duh, they're copycats.
Oh, okay. So you had the 9 was your
It's
first
it's
answer
one of those
too.
things you're
Okay.
like, dummy, you didn't even give yourself a chance to really
To
answer
think it
that question
through. Yeah,
correctly.
I do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yep. There's the answer.
If I
No,
wasn't wearing shoes, I'd hit my foot in my mouth right now.
there's still something about seeing a seed you plant grow and flower and harvest. Yes, yes. And that's good for the soul too, right? Like
Yes,
the
yes,
you
yes,
had some kind of part in that, right,
yes.
Kiara? Oh, hello.
He wants
Hello.
to he
We're
wants to be
do-
feeds.
we're
Feeds.
doing a show. He wants to go
Oh, he's back.
OU.
Oh, is that what it is?
OUTSIDE, I bet. Right? Is that what
And you have
he's
to spell it because he knows
he
how to
knows the
what you're
word. He's smart.
he is a smart kitty cat.
It's just like
Mhm.
having a child.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Hey, Passamaquoddy, welcome in. We're talking to the cat and discussing gardening.
And he's got FOOD, so he's FINE.
It's about OUTSIDE. He probably smells something that smells like he needs
That
to.
would be a big NO.
Yep. Force those muscles, etc., to work. Sedentary will make it worse. That's true, and that's what happened, Tibor. It was 4 years of sedentary with watching mom and stuff, and kind of being depressed. You guys are so cool. I hope I get to make one of the meets one day. Oh, yeah, I hope we get to do a meetup. We're from complete. I hope that I get to meet up with the diva someday. She's completely all the way across and up near the igloos from me.
No, I know.
I
And
know,
it's hard
and
for
I'm
me.
way
It's
down
hard
here.
for me to it's very
Gator.
hard for me to actually even get out the door without chipping away the ice. So
She's bringing the ice.
I'm bringing the ice
My cool
if
down
I can get
Florida,
through it.
right?
Yeah.
We can have cocktails in Florida with the iguanas. Oh, I can't get up. Call the fire. Oh, yes, of course. Yeah, call the fire department, please.
No,
I'm sure-
no.
I'm sure
No,
it's
no.
firemen. Call the firemen.
I was gonna say no. It's help. I've fallen and I can't get up. Call the fire department. That's what she's really. That's how she's really saying it.
Rolling their eyes, Mom. You didn't sat down yet. Cute. Sounds about like you. Yep. But I like I like the idea of maybe, being able to get into gardening again. And I'm still not there. Like, okay, the other one that's a positive of gardening is a healthy diet. It helps us have a healthier diet. Now, I know with all your zucchini, oh, what happened here? That was weird. It wouldn't let me go forward, and then it had a bunch for me of messages. I think. Oh no, it just had one. Okay. The life of the party. That's right.
Bring in
She
the
brought the ice. He's
Carol.
but yeah, the healthier food. I know Maureen was talking about her and her daughter making things out of the zucchini, and it kind of just pushed them towards. Are you still doing it?
Yeah,
Right.
we're still well, yes, we are on a ketogenic lifestyle again. And but when I have my down moments, we go and eat my feelings. And
Okay.
so we have had a day of stray. But one of the things that in regards to, like, I know Marissa's making some real, elaborate things. She'll do elaborate stuff. But I just said to her the other day, I said, let's just do a spaghetti sauce, like a meat sauce, and then just
Right.
chunk up some zucchini and patty pans into it. It bulks it up. And the thing is that you eat it, it's like eating, like I'm having spaghetti sauce stew is what I'm having. But
Yeah.
it leaves you so full. There's very little meat in it by the time, like, you make this big pot. So you're having
Right.
your little bowl of this. It leaves you so satisfied for hours that, it's like, because, when we have our little late night, chats, it's midnight or 1:00, you go, oh, I'm getting peckish. Well, I'm not getting peckish because I'm still whatever processing the zucchini and the patty pan, the squashes. It's like, it just sits
Appreciate
really,
it,
yeah. Where I'm not actually chocolate. Where's it?
Oh, then I need to add some more zucchini into my life because that is my struggle right there. 2 coins equals 35 cents. One of them is not a dime. What are the 2 coins?
Oh dear.
One of them is not. Wait, 2 coins equal 35 cents. One is not a dime. Oh dear. I can't do these, Serena.
Oh,
And
it's a
talk to the
quarter.
side cat.
It's a quarter.
No, it's not a dime. Oh yeah, it's a quarter because one is not a dime. The other one can be. Duh. Okay. Yeah, I can't do those though usually.
I
I'm
don't
like,
usually do
"Am
that.
I
I'm
right?"
impressed with myself now too.
There you go. It must be all the zucchini. It's good for your brain. Good
Yeah.
brain food. No,
No, they
I don't.
don't
No,
show up shirtless. But
no,
if I, throw up on them, then they would have to take their shirts off now, wouldn't they?
possibly, yeah. They probably won't do it right there on the spot because they'll probably be afraid you'll throw up on them again. Possibly. But knowing Gardening Warrior, I'd be more afraid of her having her shirt on when the firefighters. I've fallen and I kicked. Ma'am, why is your shirt off? It fell off too while I fell. It's just
Me and my shirt fell.
my shirt fell off the chair. Ma'am,
Oh,
you
you
have
could.
you
If-
have
if-
kids
if-
here. They could have brought you a shirt.
That's right.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. sir.
But if they're helping you, you could grab the shirt and then pull it. Like, here, I'm helping myself get
There
up.
you go. Yes,
Mm.
I make chunks. I know, poor Barry. I make chunks and spirals. Oh, good. Now, Gardening Warrior, are you able to do that in your boxes in your garden inside your apartment? Are you able to do the big zucchinis? Like, how do you do that? One to a tote. A tote is the word I was looking for, not boxes. Yes, we know. We've known you long enough to know about that imagination. I know, right, T-Word? It's like she's making me work hard. It's too late.
Booyah! I'm
think
actually pretty proud of
yeah.
myself because usually I do
Well, you
not
did it.
get them. I
Yeah.
usually,
Maureen's got more cells working tonight than I do, which is not hard for me to go over my cells when it comes to those kind of things.
Let me just make a note of this.
According to
Buy
that.
more zucchini to become as smart as Maureen Washington.
That's right.
Period.
Oh, Shawnee walked in on the firefighter talk. Oh, my shirt must have ripped on the way down.
she just did.
Yeah, that sounds like one of those B movies from the 80s, Gardening Warrior, that they walk in and they just rip off and suddenly there's wind in their hair and stuff.
Doing the Fabio.
Welcome in, Shawnee. I promise you, we were talking about gardening before Gardening
We
Warrior.
are
mentioned it.
talking about gardening.
Yes, and we
We
still
have,
are.
we have little rabbit trails. We've got
Yes.
we've got great zingers of jokes coming in, and then every so often we do but we veer off a little bit, and then we come back in, and we're all
The
good.
occasional fantasy slips in there.
Oh, nice. That's wonderful, Gardening Warrior. So, yeah, and that's important too. Like,
Well, chicka
If-
wow wow.
are we? Wow, wow. Gosh. Oh, my goodness.
I'll be good now. Maybe.
Babe,
Maggie.
what do you got in that coffee cup? I thought it was coffee, Perry. Dog run. How far can a dog run into the woods? I don't know.
They
How
can't.
far
By
can
the
they
time they hit the first tree, they're not cold.
Yeah, they probably only go up to that first tree and do
Become a
little
dog,
bit.
and they become a dogwood.
Oh, maybe
Halfway,
it's
then it starts
dogwood.
running. Then it starts running out, or running into the woods. How far?
Halfway.
Out
then
of the woods.
out of the woods.
Ah, that is good. I missed that one.
South Florida
Taking it.
Sunshine firefighters here to help me in the garden. Firefighter on a. Ooh, okay. On a horse with no shirt. Okay. I don't need those visuals. I'm a married woman. I grew ground cherries thinking, here's a wonderful treat for my children. No takers. Might make jam. Yeah, do it. Let us know how it comes out. I've heard of people doing that with them.
Mm-hmm.
L to what was it? L to the G to the third power. Love to sing hello, storms, radios, and cats. I'm sure it's not like that. That's not how she talks. I've watched her videos, but no, I just
Oh dear. Here comes
everybody's
another
doing.
tough one.
The train leaves New York, one leaves Atlanta. Which one reaches St. Louis first? Train leaves. Are either one going to St. Louis? Hey, Casey55, good to see you.
Hey Casings, haven't seen you for a while.
Thank
Football
you.
as well.
That's how I felt about those.
That's a good answer. That's a good one.
That's how I felt about those in school too, T-Bert. Who cares? Why are you making me do these word problems like this? What do birds drink at social gatherings? Worm tea. Yeah, thankfully the birds like it. I'm laughing so hard right now. Very wet. I need a nap. Oh my. My phone just keeps making me put it. It's not
No.
recognizing me with these on.
As long as Warrior isn't, laughing so hard her shirt rips. That would be a bit hard to explain. Avert your eyes, kids.
I think when we were talking about it de-stresses you, and we were laughing because we were talking about how stressed out we were about our gardens, and then had to transition into it. It helps you relieve stress. It also, this is what I hit on, and they have it in this pop-up. It says helps promote your immune system and reduces stress. Working in a garden has been shown to decrease your levels of cortisol, a chemical your body produces when it's stressed. Watering, weeding, and tending to your plants allows you to stay in the moment, like we were talking about, forgetting about the outside worries. Digging in the soil can boost your immune system by exposing you to friendly microbes. So they backed up what we were saying. That was just condensing it.
Absolutely. That's awesome.
And then soaking up vitamin D.
Da, 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 da. We're back to the D.
Back
Circle it right back down.
Yep. And that's, of course, important as you get older for bone health. You need vitamin D.
How much vitamin D do you know that you're supposed to take? Do you know?
I think right now she has me on a weekly that's really, really high just to get my serum levels up. And then no, I don't really know. Let me go look that up, actually, what your daily is. I don't know if it's varied by weight, though. And what's funny is it used to be much higher. And they used to use it as a cure for things, was vitamin D. And then they took it down. And this whole idea of vitamin D toxicity came in when they did a ridiculous experiment where they definitely overdid the vitamin D.
Okay.
And, scared everybody about its toxicity. D, per day. For women, we'll put in women, even though, see, we're not all the same size. So it really should be based on size, weight. Okay, for D for women is 600 international units or 15 micrograms per day for those aged 1 to 70 and 800 IUs or 20 micrograms per day for those over 70. And then they're saying pregnant and breastfeeding women should also take 600 IU or 15 micrograms per day. So I don't know if they mean that on top. This is, this
therapeutic.
Is AI. That's just the RDA. Therapeutic doses are different. You have to talk to your doctor about what they want you on to.
Yeah. I'm taking 6,000 units. I think, because I think each one of my pills is 1. And so I think that the regular dose is 4, but I'm taking 6,000 units.
Oh my goodness. However, some people may need more vitamin D, such as those with bone health disorders or conditions that affect their ability to absorb vitamin D or calcium. Taking too much vitamin D can be toxic and lead to health risks, including hypercalcemia, kidney stones, falls, and fractures. They're saying the safe upper limit is considered to be 4,000 per day. But like I said, they really overdid that one study that now clouds what we believe about vitamin D.
Right.
Let's see, 5,000.
Shawnee. Oh yeah, you clicked that, Shawnee.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, mine is the D2 is I'm gonna have to check it, but it was in the thousands. But still, she only wanted me taking it like once a week, and then I have a daily amount that I take. But it's different too. Like, how do you absorb it? Just like it said, are you absorbing it well? You process it through your liver. You process it through your kidneys. You
Yeah.
also need K2 to process it.
Hmm.
Magnesium and calcium mixed in is also what they suggest. If
Yeah.
you're
And
using
I
bone
did
health.
read that it's recommended to eat it with some sort of
Fat.
fat, a
Yes,
fat
and I
source.
left that out today. I realized that after the fact. I totally will have to. Yeah. Okay. So if anybody who watched my morning thing on vitamin D, I'm now saying it what Maureen just said because I forgot to say it again, and I was going to come on here and say it tonight. Hey, I forgot to tell you guys. Make sure you take it with a healthy fat, like an avocado. Actually,
Mhm.
no. You know what? Laura did mention the avocado, and we did cover fat just a little bit when she said that. So I think I'm covered.
I prefer to
I
eat it
hate
with
that.
take
I
it
hate
with a piece of pepperoni myself. That's kind of
Oh,
works
delicious. Yeah, I
for
can't
me.
cannot have too much pepperoni. Let me see. Where are we? My cat is an ink because it takes over my entire. Oh my. Oh no. I don't know. Maybe you're gonna have to just. I don't know. Make it wear a pillowcase, gardening, or keep it all intact, like a little pillowcase outfit. Keep all those hairs in there. I was worrying about my baby seedlings. The benefit, overly caring for. Oh, overly. Yes, we were just discussing that with the over underwater thing.
It's so important.
Mm, yeah, I think we all do that when we're gardening, when we're just trying to get them to come up and to be strong and not to get dead, not to be unalived
Please, please
by.
don't get dead. Don't get dead.
Don't get
Please don't get dead. Don't get dead.
plants, please don't get dead.
Mm.
Oh,
Does
guys,
Carol's got this almost halo aura around her
Yes, she
head
does.
for some
it's so
reason.
weird. I don't know
It's-
what's
I
happened
don't
with
see
the
the
blurring
ears.
of.
All I see is like this.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know
Yes.
what it is. Wait a minute. It's the this. Wait a minute. Here we go. And
It's
wait,
her
I'll go to the
background.
beach. This is yes. I had the
Da, 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 ra, da, 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 ra, da, 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 ra, da,
it
da,
was
da,
the
da,
blur
da.
effect that I had on from today.
I
Oh my
wasn't
god. But guys,
complaining.
I like that. I don't know. I'm
I
leaving the
wasn't
blur effect
complaining.
on.
I was just
I
pointing
like
it
it.
out.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave it on. I'll leave it on. Yeah, I think the age changes the intake needed to. Absolutely, like it just said, but I thought so too.
Don't you
We're just
double as you get older?
on websites. I think it depends on the person. Like my mom had calcium in her serum, her blood serum, because she had a parathyroid issue, and right away the doctor was like, "You need to take vitamin D." Another doctor was like, "You need to take calcium and vitamin D." And I'm like, "Mom, that doesn't sound right. I think it's just the vitamin D so you can reabsorb the calcium." I'm like,
Mhm.
"That sounds like you've already got enough calcium. It's just leaching out into your blood serum." And sure enough, it was another doctor that again said, "You need to be on vitamin D, not both."
Mm.
Yeah. So she did remain on the vitamin D and B12. So it does seem like that is something in our family that we have a hard time with it. Yeah, don't kill it with love. That's the problem I've done is the
I'm
watering.
loving it so much.
I'm just making sure it's watered. Oh, it needs a little bit more. Oh, what's that fungus on it? Oh no.
Oh no, it's dead.
Oh wow, are they like that? They don't care. Are they
Mhm,
are they
yeah.
more like a dog, the Maine Coons? Or
No,
no?
they
Are they more
just
like a
they
wild?
have a cat attitude times 10,
Oh,
Wow.
so it's blown up for their extra large
and
size.
they're very very picky about like I don't know.
Yeah.
My sister had one. It was a sweetheart, but
Whatever
not
you like,
everybody.
yeah, whatever you do take, just like okay it through your doctor, whether it's functional medicine doctor or regular medical, not functional, whatever, just okay it with them because they know if you have kidney or liver issues and that's where you're going to process it. And if you're taking too much D for your system, they would probably know how it's gonna pan out. But now we have Google Pants too, so
That's right. And also, I play a doctor on
yes, you
YouTube.
play.
So
That's
I
right.
play a
we do.
doctor on YouTube. So you can always ask me to.
Yes, yes, yeah. I'll look it up for you on Google. And I'll-
Yeah, and I'll just call Carol. Carol,
Yeah.
what do I say? So I just have to floss my teeth. And
Oh, I totally
I got
understand.
one little thing in my tooth, and it's like, nah.
Oh, that was happening to me right before because I ate wings, just a couple wings.
Uh-huh.
D plus elfberry, seaweed, and zinc. That's good, Passamaquoddy. That's a good base for your immune system for sure. My blood touched it at the D level. Yeah, you were good. You were in range.
Hmm.
You were in range. But that was weird what you said about the fat thing. Yeah, that's so strange. But I had cancer. Oh yeah. Well, everybody pretty much, if they're inside, should probably be taking vitamin D if you're not outside that much, because that's where we usually generate our vitamin D. Dietarily, though, if you eat a lot of eggs, you're getting D and K in egg yolks. But I don't know. I think salmon, not salmon, was it salmon? There's a list online. It will tell you exactly what you get for what you eat. Just look it up, like highest
Mhm.
D in food, and it was a whole list came up for me. I just can't remember, but the fatty fish were at the top along with the egg yolks.
Okay.
Yeah, she's got. Oh, it's healthy. I thought it was low. Okay, I thought it was low. That's good. I'm glad you have healthy cholesterol. But yeah, eating it with healthy cholesterol for sure instead of bad fats. Yeah, no, nobody can trade for Dark Paw. If Dark Paw has to ever go somewhere other than with Barry, he needs to come here. But like you have to leave him out in the garden and just kind of tie him to one of my banana trees and message me Barry that he's out there, and I can just say, "Oh, this cat found me. He looks just like my friend's cat. I don't know how he got here. Don't know. He found me."
Mhm.
Thousands of miles away from home.
Yeah, I have no he heard my voice and
It's like that
tracked
movie
me.
of the cat and the dog
Oh
trying to get
yeah.
back home.
What was
Isn't
it?
that
Go
the
home.
longest journey?
Was it the longest journey?
It might be.
Homeward
Or,
Bound, was it? Homeward Bound?
Oh, it could be Homeward Bound.
Yeah, I think it was
Yeah.
Homeward Bound. That
yeah.
was a good movie. I said things like all this to my diabetic nutritionist, and they looked at me like I was crazy getting new doctors this week. So excited. Oh, I hope you get good ones. Yeah, and vitamin D is very key. Your vitamin D levels are very key to that also, to diabetes, to blood sugar.
Mhm.
For people who have had low D, like me, oh, what do you know? Type 2 diabetes. They go hand in hand.
Yeah, and taking cinnamon is also good
Yes.
for blood sugars.
Yeah.
Taking cinnamon.
Cinnamon and berberine if you can't take cinnamon.
Hmm.
I do not have an orange cat.
Oh,
No, you don't need an orange cat gardening warrior. You've got the orange cat vibes enough going on. Orange cats.
Orange cats tend to be very affectionate.
Oh, are they very affectionate? I thought they were like a wild child of the cats.
Mm-mm.
Oh no, they're
Oh, they're more
complete
affectionate.
opposite of what
Okay.
you think. Yeah.
do you have any orange cats?
I used to.
Oh, okay.
Well, the ex did, and he was, oh God, he was so sweet. He was
Aw.
big though. He was like heavy. We were trying to get him, to lose weight. So we, put him on a diet to drop the pounds. But
Yeah, my mom
he
wasn't on
passed
it.
before I got a chance. So.
Oh,
Mm.
cute. My mom wasn't on any thyroid meds. She had the parathyroid. I don't remember if it was the hyper. I forget which one it was, but it was bad. She showed me the scans, but she was already at the age, and she was taking care of my brother, where she's like, I'm not going and having it removed. So
Miss
she
T
was
with a T.
never on any meds for it. What was that?
Miss T with a T.
Oh, did she come in? Hi, Miss T with the T. Welcome in. I'm not down there yet. I'm still scrolling. Yes, they think they are the kings of the house, and everyone must worship them. How do you make a candy bar? Dip your finger in butter, and you get my finger. Wow. Yes, She's doing the floss. I think it
Mm,
needs to be
yeah, I can't do the floss dance though. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Well, I know actually what's that one? That LabCorp does have walk-in types of tests, but you pay for her out of pocket. But yeah, the interpreting, I don't know if they do that part for you.
Hmm.
The doctor said my D is only slightly lower and I have to only take it once a week, but my calcium is very low. Oh, I'm sorry. And that's a hard one. But I found when I was green juicing, my calcium, like my magnesium, all of them were doing pretty good. Spirulina, which comes from freshwater blue algae, also helps fight or prevent some cancers. Yeah, spirulina is some good stuff. I can't take it. I can't handle it, but it is good stuff, along with chlorella. Yes, it's low. But you also have to make sure that those waters weren't filled with lead or arsenic or other things, because sometimes they're shipped to us from other places that don't have
Arsenic and lead.
delicious. Let me have a little bit of nuclear
Give me some
fallout
arsenic.
in my
Yum,
supplement.
yum, 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 yum.
Healthy cholesterol.
Mm.
122. Yeah. So then avocados and some really good nuts. Just make sure the nuts aren't done in any oils, because then that messes up with you too. You need an orange cat, because I have my doctorate on YouTube too. We both do. We've achieved our doctorate on YouTube. Yes, but no school will accept it for some reason, and we can't get to sit at the board and take a test and get those white jackets. Maureen and I would like. They say they want to put us in other white jackets.
I'm ordering my own white jacket off of Amazon.
That's
So
right.
there.
Darn it.
Mhm.
Kaleido
A white jacket. Those are called asylums.
No, we're ordering professional
Yes.
medical
White
jacket.
jackets. Yes, we should
Mhm.
do that and just show up on my morning.
All your medical
Well-
questions, we're here to answer them
We're
for
here
you.
to answer them.
We play doctors on YouTube, just so you
That's
know.
right. Yes, we do. We have no
Mhm.
official licensing other than just watching videos on YouTube and doing homework on the big G. They never even checked any of those levels, so it's telling that we need to check this. Wow. I'm so sorry, Guardian Warrior. Hey, I'm finally here. Good
Hey,
to
Miss
see you,
T.
That's who
Good
I
to
go
see
hang out
ya.
with in the morning. Miss T with the T.
Yeah, you guys are in the early. No, it's not 9 o'clock. It's like 6 o'clock for me.
Yeah, it's super early for you. I guess I'm very like a well-known orange cat, like Heathcliff. Always orange cat. Oh, I totally understand. Have a good night, Miss T. Much love. Yeah, 9:15.
Good night, lovely.
Monday through Friday with that lovely lady, and J3 too. GS Farm.
It's at 9:15 in the morning,
Yeah, 9:15
Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern Standard Time. Yes, thank you for clarifying. What is
Just
Garfield
realized
favorite? I mean,
I got half a cat on my shirt.
Oh, we can't see it. We
I can't-
use it.
Can't wear black shirts anymore.
No, I couldn't do that with our pug either. What's Garfield's favorite gardening method? Lasagna.
Lasagna
gardening.
gardening.
Creative density might be. I mean, Coon. We can't really grow any foods that are high in vitamin D in the garden, can we? Hold on. We were talking about that, and they were saying, like greens and stuff have the precursors and everything. I love it. I have to go and look, actually. I just ordered more hemp gummies with omega-3, 6, and 9. You only need 3. You only need 3. Krill oil might be better, Passamaquoddy, if you can do that.
Hmm.
6
Krill
and
is
9,
supposed to be the best.
yeah, 6 and 9 we get in our diet, and it can be inflammatory if you have too much of the 6 and the 9. Tilapia has more 6 and it has omega-3. That's why it's not considered a super healthy fish.
Mm. Well,
I
also
don't-
because they're all farmed, and so
Yeah, a lot
they're
of
eating. They're eating.
they're each other's poops. Yeah,
I don't
Yeah,
like.
they're eat-
so gross. Right, if your tests are being.
I don't like tilapia. Yuck.
mm-mm.
I used to like it before I knew what it, because it's very mild, before I knew what it ate. When they keep it in close like containers. But some homesteaders actually keep them and use
So-
them as meat source. So
So it
No.
doesn't bother you to eat shrimp, does it?
No, they eat everything
They
else.
float around in the ocean in their own, like millions
True.
of
Yep.
species of fish.
And they eat
Species.
the dead stuff. They're
Yeah.
the cleaners. Same thing with crabs. I know. The more I think about it, it's like maybe I should not.
It's
be eating
disgusting, and they look like
don't-
bugs.
The thing is,
Yeah.
don't think about it before, during,
Yeah.
or after
Yeah.
you have had seafood.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it also they're eating the garbage or whatever, but it's also it's been rinsed in all that salt water, so it's actually quite clean.
Yes, yes, they do. And I always get rid of the poop strip. I've been to the buffet poop strip. That's the one above, and I get rid of any junk below. Like clean them pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That grosses me out. I don't get peel and eat shrimp when I go out anymore because of that. Yeah. Benefits of gardening. Growing food allows room for creativity in the kitchen. That's a great one. I like that.
Yes.
Hey, Mrs. Telling the Truth, boss lady. Good to see you.
Hello.
I appreciate you popping in. I'll have to pop over and see you. I'm usually exhausted after I'm done, but I still can keep typing. I can text, but I'm just exhausted. Like, talky.
There's a first.
I know. Shawnee,
CR said, "Let's hungry now."
creativity. Yeah, but when I was in Florida, the doctors knew to test for certain things. Yeah, they did.
Well, that's
Depends on who
less
you
trips to the kitchen there, CR.
Yeah. I make my own. That's awesome, Serena. You
That's
should
cool.
should do a video on that. If you don't have one, do you have a video on that? Right. Yeah, Medicaid doesn't want to pay for too much. Thank you.
Oh, goodness, sorry.
Oh, thanks. I'm less hungry now with the
I'm so sorry,
shrimp
Maureen.
food talking.
Shrimp poop. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
have a
thanks.
good night, Tibor.
Good night,
Appreciate you
Tibor.
coming in.
And Tibor.
Thanks for coming in.
That was a good one, Shawnee. It does create creativity, and we were saying that like Maureen and her daughter were doing the keto lifestyle, more meals that way, and how filling zucchini is, and also makes you smarter, like Maureen. Here's one too that sounds scary to me. It says gardening encourages exercise.
Shh.
Hmm.
Shush your mouth. Shush
Dirty
it.
E
Shush it.
word. That dirty
Shush it.
E word they had to put in
Now
there.
I know what to say to scare Carol.
The dirty E word. How dare they? They made something so fun sound like work.
Exercise.
Oh. It encourages exercise. Let's see. Exercise is one of the health benefits of gardening. When you garden, you stretch to pull weeds and plant seeds. You lift bags of dirt and move around pots. You squat, you sweat, you get exercise.
You get fit.
You get fit, but you have to do it consistently day after day. You go out there and you squat, you pull weeds, you pull your back, you pull your hamstrings, you pull other things, but you're not doing it consistently day in and day out
Yeah.
or building up the muscles to do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, you still kind of need a little
Yes.
bit of exercise, or at least
Yes. Mhm.
building.
My daughter's a massage therapist. She always goes, "Mom, make sure you stretch before you
Yes.
go out there." And it's like, I am stretching. Like when I go to pick that thing up, no, you need to pre-stretch. But the thing is, would I prefer to go out and lift the heavy bags and plant some stuff and pull weeds, or would I rather go to a gym and walk on a treadmill? Well, I'd rather go
Right.
outside to the garden.
True. Yeah, I'd rather have that kind of exercise too. I just would like it with a really large fan and air conditioning maybe on me while I'm doing it.
You
If
want to do
there's
the
a way-
Fabio?
Yeah. So I can just, look like Fabio. Then I'd get mad probably because then my hair would keep
That's-
blowing in my face because it's
I
just
think
at that
that's
length.
called indoor gardening, Carol.
Yes, I think I need an indoor garden at this point. I just have no room for it.
Well, here, if you
go ahead.
had the room for it, though, that desk I mentioned that elevates, it goes up and down.
Yeah, I could get it out of
Perfect.
Malachi's way. I could do it here and then lift it up and so he can't reach it, but I'd have to have it bolted to something too. But Shawnee was saying, yes, it does. Gardening helps us build connections with people. It does. Like, look at the community that we formed just around talking about it. It is. That's why I loved it. I thought, this leaves a lot of room for people to join in and join the conversation. And I loved the idea of talking about this. Who
See
doesn't like to
cockroaches.
see cockroaches? But they're delicious, especially in cocktail sauce. Thanks you to the life out there because you see it for yourself. Yeah, you definitely see life taken off and all the little lives that you support too, like the spiders and the skeeters that Gardening Warrior's talking about. But definitely, we didn't have spiders. I want to say 4 years ago, we didn't have a lot of spiders, but now because the edges of the yard and everything have not been touched by any chemicals for 40 years or more, probably longer than that, all the spiders are coming back.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, that's really hard. So then, you want something elevated, and your tote idea is really a great idea. Hey again, Serena. Gardening,
Mm-hmm.
searching new information. Yes, it keeps the brain engaged. I like that, Shawnee. Oh, is that what it did? That's awesome. Being reintroduced to gardening reintroduced me to beekeeping. And I was trying to think, DC, do you know the megahertz or the hertz, whatever they call those? Like, how they do binary beats and stuff for like brain, like to go to sleep, like what you were talking about. What is that?
438
The 438
gigahertz. I think well,
gigahertz.
that one I think is a healing. That's a healing gigahertz.
But I'm
yes.
wondering what bees register as, because DC
Mm.
Bees and Sarah's Happy Hives, I was trying to remember the name of her channel, talk about how being out there with the bees, it just soothes them, it calms them
Wow.
down. Like, unless they're out there with very angry bees, I guess that's different. But
Yeah, well, so that point you're running.
yeah, fit is after. Yep.
Nice.
How do spiders communicate across the world? They use the World Wide Web. You can tell we like gardening very much. Mulch seed, what I did there. Gosh, it's tough. I'm trying to keep up with you guys, you funny people. Do you have more of the Nona tomato seeds? If you need some, I will have plenty. Oh, that's awesome, Casey.
That's awesome. I'd love to see a picture. Send it to me through Insta. Mine I've got lots of seeds, but I'm hoping that they turned out, and that was the other thing. It was like I was hoping that I did send you the right seeds, because there was something in me going, maybe these aren't the right seeds, but so
Rest your break. I'll be right back.
Butter break.
Being with the bees does not relax me, but I love seeing them. Yeah, I love seeing them visit. That was hard with when they ripped out the passion vine, because the bees were coming back. They loved that passion vine and the passion flowers, and seeing them come back to pollinate them, and then suddenly the whole vine and the flowers were all gone. It was kind of depressing. But England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, monkeys, cats, and wiggle tails. If you're the scholar I take you to be, put that together and spell it for me. If you're the scholar, THAT? That? I don't know. I'm terrible at these.
EISWM? Nope, that's not a word.
It's IT. It's it. I knew it was another word. It was a word in there, but I didn't know which one. Put it together. IT.
You were on the right track.
I was on the I can't do those either. Keeps her kind of different people. We are an odd lot. Yeah, I think every group says that, though. I think about themselves, though, too.
No. No. My son used to he wasn't a beekeeper, but he worked with beekeepers, and he said they're just a little bit skittish, but like not like they're not hyper, but they're, it's like, who are you and why are you here? Well, I'm bringing you these hives. Yeah, but who are you and what are you doing here? I'm bringing you these hives because you need to put the hives out, because he
And
would
taking
collect.
care of their hive. They're like their
Yeah,
bees. Yeah.
exactly. Because we have a company here called Babes Honey, and so my son used to work for Babes.
Oh, cool.
Hmm. But
I
he didn't do the beekeeping.
look at her go. Goodness. Let's see. Types of gardens: container, raised beds, water gardens, rain gardens, rock gardens, herb gardens, bog garden, hydroponics. And what's that one, Shawnee, that you said you were doing that you do in like wet areas? That one was really cool because I hadn't heard people talk much about that. Oh, here we go. Indoor, shade, vegetable, biblical, bottle garden, cottage, moonlight, roof, climbers, flower box. Yeah, there's plenty to choose from. Now, shade with food is what I'm kind of interested in. Yeah, people do the Arrow Garden. That's the one that it's like I have to try not to judge because it's made by, it's all Miracle Grow hydroponic solution unless they find a different solution. Let's be yourself, DC. But you could
Absolutely.
you could still have something like an Arrow Garden and not get the name brand. But I mean, I buy the organic Miracle Grow sometimes too, so then I end up supporting them.
Blasphemy.
I know. Which snake is the ruler? King snake. But you know what? It ended up being too heavy for a lot of my plants, so I have to lighten up that soil. It ended up being just too dense. Formal gardens, butterfly. Oh yeah, butterfly gardens was probably one of my first gardens. Fruits, vegetables, and herbs. Cactus garden. Yeah, Glenn has that. The cactus.
I
The
didn't
fruiting
tell
cactus.
y'all what I saw today,
Oh, awesome,
or
Serena.
did I?
No, what did you?
I don't know. Memory's starting to go. A bumblebee's hummingbird.
Oh, yeah, you
Oh,
mentioned it.
yeah.
It's like the tiniest one, right?
God, I was like, I had to do like a triple take. I mean, we're talking
Yeah.
your first knuckle to the tip of your thumb,
It's
not
big.
including that little beak that's almost the same length as their body. I was
Yeah.
like, and it was by my window here. I just sat there,
Wow.
stared at it, was mesmerized, going
Mhm.
from flower to flower. I said, "Oh my God, how is that a bird?"
Oops. I'll be right back if you can man the things. I have to go.
Sure.
It just hit me all of a sudden because I've been sitting here probably holding it and didn't realize it because you guys are so exciting.
Oh yeah,
I love hummingbirds. I would love to see that in real life. Diva's
Mhm,
got
mhm.
Diva's got the clicker. She's got the
All right.
power. Okay, see you in a bit.
Click
You
it,
know,
click it.
could just move that weather cam down where the flowers are here in front of my window.
Mhm.
But that thing is so tiny. I mean, I don't have zoom on that camera.
Right, right.
I
To
was
try to
just
catch
blown,
it.
I was blown away. I was like, wow. It's the
Mm.
world's tiniest bird.
Yeah, so
I mean,
cool.
how is
So
it
cool.
even a bird? Just,
Mhm. I know, it's like, I totally get it. So when you get outside, you're going to take some pictures. So thank you. And you had major surgery. I hope everything is okay, Casings, and that those tomatoes are turning out well for you, and that you're recovering. So DC says, I helped pull honey off a fellow beekeeper's hives the other day. 80 degrees, sweating and making bees mad. Take their honey, and we were laughing our butts off. Yeah, you guys are a real strange crew. It's like I'd be like, ugh, try not to get stung. You planted a rain garden in the area that water flows on the property. Beautiful. I would love myself. I'd love to have some sort of waterfall, like a pond. That is one of my goals. Something that's self feeding itself. Like, so I'm not
yeah.
having to have a whole bunch of things added to it and whatever. Oh, here we go. What did the porcupine say to the cactus? Is that your mama? I don't get that one.
Is that you, Mama?
Oh, is that you, Mama? Now I get it. It's all in the delivery of how you say it. Isn't that funny? Oh, Johnny says, you saw one? No way. We should actually bring up a picture of one of them. That's what we should
That's
do.
what I was working on.
Okay. And DC says, each of us took 2 or 3 strings and each time stared laughing and the bees at the bees each time. I took 3 or 4 butts, thigh stings through my jeans, maybe 40 stingers in each pant. Like, one of the best time I've had in years. That's great. Oh, CR says, need more macro lens. Okay, got another joke here. What did the little bee have to be disciplined? Why did he have to be disciplined? Because it wouldn't behave. That's a good one.
Oh my.
Oh, a pond would be fun to plant around and in. All the water plants and fish that eat mosquitoes. Yeah. Got another one coming in. What do you call the chore list? What do you call the chore list a melon or bee gives her husband? A honeydew for bees list. Oh, here it is.
Oh, it's so cute. It's adorable.
I mean, it is literally the world's smallest bee. I
I
mean,
think we've
bird.
seen them. There's a place down here called Butterfly World,
mhm.
and they also have. They're called. Trying to think. I'm trying to think of what they call it, but you go in and it's hummingbirds from all over the world are in different sections of that place. And yeah, they are super, super tiny anyway. I think we may have seen it, but I'm not positive. But that's so cool that you actually saw one in the wild.
Mm-hmm. Oh, bird call.
Amazing.
Ooh,
Yeah, they make that noise. It's
wow.
like the frequency is so high because they're so tiny.
But they also have a bit of a look of a bee when they're flying, don't they?
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because this just looks similar to a regular hummingbird.
Yeah. Oh no, they don't. The colors? No, the colors they don't look like a bee. No, they look like a hummingbird. It's just they
Wow.
call them that because they're very, very tiny.
Right. Well, I have seen some that it did kind of look a little bit like a bee.
That might have been the hawk moth. I mean, the one that's not hawk moth,
Oh,
hummingbird moth.
that's
There's a-
what I'm thinking of. Sorry. Yeah.
The
Says-
hummingbird moth is like
I've
that.
never seen
Large,
these.
Cute.
Mexico, but I'm sure that they would come up here.
Usually they come through here around March. But we don't get the bumblebee. We get mostly ruby throats that come through, and they're just passing through their migration, I guess, down to, I don't know if it's the Central America, I think.
We have the other ones. We have, what's that called?
Where were we? The pond would be fun. There we were there. Was the last one I just
I think
unclipped.
so.
Okay. Fish that eat.
Yes.
Yes,
That was the last
that's it.
one. Oh
Yeah,
no,
we-
and I did the honeydew for bees.
Okay. We have the mosquito eating fish here. The only thing down here, it wouldn't be fun because the snakes like the water, Shawnee. And yeah, that would be a concern for us. And if it's a real pond, gators. We can get the gators in it. But otherwise, yeah, I would love that idea because yeah, you could have water lilies and all kinds of cool plants. And like Brenda was talking about today, she had koi. Oh,
Oh,
that's
don't be coy.
okay. That's an odd one. Here in the Northwest, I don't know. Are they?
Yeah,
I'm not
I
sure.
don't know.
Not-
I don't know,
usually
but
they'll map it-
mine was a moth.
Yeah, can you check the map of the territory, Barry, and bring that up? Like what territory they cover? bumblebee hummingbirds?
Yeah, let me
Why
see
do
if I can.
hummingbirds hum? They don't know the words. They are so cool though, because it's like such a high frequency, but it does still sound like they're kind of buzzing and chirping and doing like a little song in there. But it's like so tiny. It's very hard to hear it. Like how have you seen the where they put a mic over ant hills and it sounds like people are down there? Like they'll put it and yeah, it sounds like people. Oh, what do you call plants that follow you? I don't know. Oh, trailing plants. There are two types of hummingbirds here.
That's my
One,
mic.
yeah, your mic went out. There it is. It just came back. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not. I've not been. I've been pretty down for the day, like physically, not feeling the
Oh,
best.
okay. Well, we can cut it short if you want.
No,
Or
no. Yeah, I can always watch and listen, but I'm just going to lean back and.
okay, okay. There are two types of hummingbirds. They're here. One is real small and looks kind of like that. Maybe you've got them. Are they in the Northwest, Barry? Have you found anything?
I've got a tiny one that lives here.
Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, I would love to have hummingbirds. I don't. I saw one on our fire. Oh, here's Barry's got it. Oops. Bumblebee, hummingbird. Can you scroll to? Do they have a map?
Yeah, where's the map? Let's see.
I don't know. It's not. You gotta scroll down.
See,
Probably.
description, distribution, and habitat.
Oh,
Probably.
that's weird. You got
Okay.
huh? What's it say for? Hold on, I gotta enlarge it to see it. Bumblebee hummingbird is found in both Mexico's major mountain ranges. The nominate subspecies is found in northeast, central, and southern Mexico from, yeah, I'm not saying those places, and Oaxaca. It is found in northwestern and western Mexico. Yeah, there is one record from the Huachuca Mountains of southeastern Arizona, USA. Oh my goodness, Barry, if you could get that on film, it sounds like it's definitely like a miracle that you got to see one there.
Mm-hmm.
The species inhabits several mountain landscapes, including interiors, edges, semi-humid to humid pine, oak, evergreen forests. But it's, yeah, mostly it doesn't show it anywhere else but Mexico. Huh. That's
Weird.
wild.
Mm-hmm.
Weird. I'll watch for them again tomorrow.
Were they going towards a certain like flower? Poor thing.
Shoot, I used to know what that's called. There's plants out here with the orange flowers. I can't. They almost look like
Yeah, let me remove that.
Almost like a daylily.
Yeah, but tiny.
Tiny, yeah. It's a type of grass.
Okay.
Well, if I'm thinking of what you're thinking of, but I've got something like that, and the hummingbirds love it, and they're just little bells or little trumpets.
Yeah, little
Oh.
trumpets. Yeah, and they're all over the yard, and you don't. It doesn't take any effort to pull them out of the ground. You just, you know,
Let me see. I'm looking DCBs for you.
my whole yard is covered in that. I
Okay.
don't know what it's
You
called.
have. It says many hummingbird species migrate through the western United States, including the Pacific Northwest during the spring and summer. There's the rufous hummingbird, the calliope hummingbird. The rufous it's all red, but it's not. It's also bright. It looks like it's bright orange. Hold on, I'll bring up the black chinned hummingbird and Allen's hummingbird, but that one doesn't have a picture. All right, let me bring up the rufous is beautiful. I'll bring it. Just a sec. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, we used to go and see the butterflies and hummingbirds on an annual pass that we had to that place. I loved it. That's the rufous right there. Does it look anything like that? Maybe DCBs?
Wow.
Isn't it beautiful?
It is.
Let's see, where are we? They will dive you. Yeah, they will dive at you if you're especially near what they're feeding. They're very protective of like, and they fight one another
Yeah. Yeah.
for feeders.
The one that lives here on my property, he's never dive bombed me.
Stalkers, Serena. Stalkers are
That's
playing. That
no,
one's
no.
never I'm sorry, I was
It's,
reading the. I'm sorry,
yeah,
the side, but he's never dive bombed you. Yeah,
no,
usually it's they don't usually get too aggressive with people, but sometimes they can.
yeah.
Yeah, there
And
is a hummingbird off. I'm sorry, we're behind on the side chat. I am. I'm behind on the side.
that's my fault.
So,
The corn stalks you. Ah!
stalkers, the corn stalks you. There is one mic. Yeah, you have a couple. So then you might have one that just stays particularly around your area.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah, because he's in the same area as me. And
Oh,
I had
okay.
like one that lives here. And I think 2 years ago, they actually had a little baby and I was dealing with a chicken
Aw.
out on my table and it just sat there, looking at us, while I'm, doing whatever I was helping this chicken and it just sat there swinging and swaying back and forth watching us
How
and it does come to the
cool.
window. Like when I would teach in my studio, it would come and look into the window and then go off and
Oh, how neat. I would love
mhm.
that. That's actually why I almost moved to Georgia. That simple. I wanted to wake up
Wow.
and see hummingbirds on my porch, come
Yeah.
into a feeder and just have coffee with the hummingbirds.
Oh, they really like to eat the queen bees. Wow, I
Oh,
didn't
that's
know that.
scary. They eat the queens. Why is favorite target is virgin queens out on their mating flight? Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah. They migrate through. They migrate all over the place. They really are incredible.
No.
But yeah, yours, the one that Barry saw, was crazy. That one in Mexico, it's like, oh, good night, DCBs. I'm talking
Good
DC.
night,
You
DC.
went to
Good
bed.
night,
Good night, DC.
DCBs.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, prayers for Maureen to feel better. Definitely.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. I know. I'm not feeling so great. I think it is like what you and I were talking about, the pressure systems, and then also we've got sun weather. I think we
Mhm.
just need to start calling solar weather. We have some solar weather that is not being so great either,
No,
hitting us with stuff.
no. Yeah,
Okay.
actually, I just I was
Right?
editing my next video and hummingbird garden. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
that
I do too. Go ahead.
one of the things when I first started planting, when I was looking for plants and flowers, like any sort of perennial flowers, I actually would, is it something that's going to attract butterflies, dragonflies, or hummingbirds? And so,
Hmm.
we've had this one hummingbird that lives here,
Right.
um, but it's like get to see lots of dragonflies in my yard and lots of the zebra butterfly style of butterfly and whatnot. So it's great. It's one of those things where you go, that in itself when you get to watch the wildlife or the insect life, the healthy insect life in your
Hey,
yard.
hey, Angel. Angel, good to see you.
Hey, Angel.
Hold on. I've got one. Shiny, it's funny you say that because I did try, but there was one plant and now I've got the seeds for it that I didn't have. And this one now is like covered over right now by my yam vines. But this is the one that I saw after my dad passed. I saw my first hummingbird and only hummingbird I've seen. And it's called a firebush that we have here.
Oh, neat.
And these get like, oh, they go into your yard like this size. Well, they get to be like an 8-foot bush, like all the way around. They get huge. And
Wow.
ours was getting really out of control. And we were talking about trimming it. Well, I had just seen the hummingbird and I had just told my husband, well, instead of my husband going, oh, that's great, and everything, no, it cues him to go, oh, yeah, that's that bush we were going to trim.
Ah.
So the next thing I do is I go out there and it's hacked to like nothingness. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me.
No.
Yeah, I just wanted to just strangle him right there on the spot. I had to actually call our pastor and talk to him to have him talk me down because I was so furious. I was so upset because I was so hurt
Mhm.
because I was so
Right.
elated that I saw that little miracle like the day after Dad passed.
Mhm.
Was Barry looking for the picture? I don't know if he saw that.
No,
I
I think
know,
he was doing a cough. He's
oh.
doing a
Yeah, I
cough
knew
at
you saw
like
it
that.
too,
Yeah.
Angel. It was awful. I mean, I remember going out there and just seeing the plant pieces laying on the ground and looking over, and there's hardly anything left of what and I was like, "Ah." Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
He should be a beekeeper, I think, maybe. You know, he's special. When it comes to those moments, that's exactly my thought process. Okay. Yep. I got a special one. Let me get rid of this. Hold on. Stop sharing. But yeah, the hummingbird garden and butterfly garden mixed was what I was trying to do. I did get I'm not gonna say I got these seeds. I hope they take off. We'll see if the plant takes off, and then that's the one I'm going to hopefully put around my archway. I've been really weird about the archway because it's like I don't want it damaged, but I'm supposed to be using it too. That was the point of the gift from my parents. Like that.
Right.
Yeah, I kind of just said that. Yeah, on a live about that was awful. Sorry. I'll rewind it and edit that out. Maybe. Homework.
Mm.
Okay, we're at the hour 45 mark. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'll tell you guys what it is. I know because you're like just dying to know. It's the coral honey. It's called the coral honeysuckle vine,
Mm.
and it's a very. They seem to like hummingbirds seem to love the plant,
Hmm.
and I'm hoping it has the honeysuckle fragrance too. But I've seen it at different places in Florida where it just covers over archways and things like that. I'm going to bring up a picture so you guys can see it. Of course, all the
Neat.
pop-ups. Okay, fine. Yeah, I don't care.
Just as I got it.
Oh, just as you got it too? Okay, I'll let you do yours. Watch it be that would be hilarious if it ended up being the same plant.
Let's
All right,
see
go
here.
ahead, Barry. Did you get it?
Yeah, my
I'll put mine down there too for while you're doing that.
laptop's doing a slow thing.
This seems like it. Is this the same one? This calls it Major Wheeler.
You know,
What?
I don't think so.
No, this is not mine either. It brought up this one. It looked like it, but this is not it, I don't think.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's not what I was talking about either, Barry.
Let me see. What? And come back. That's not mine either. I was trying to get rid of that. I have to go back.
But there's another thing that, well, hummingbirds don't really care about it, but
Mm.
monarch butterflies love them, and my yard is covered in them. And I just closed the freaking page, but
I know. Isn't that it's tonight? Something is goofy. Besides
So-
us.
oh, it's called this other thing I have is called a butterfly milkweed, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
which is fitting, and I leave it alone. It doesn't hurt anything, and I leave it in my yard. And
Yeah.
I get to watch the butterflies every year, and it's cool.
Which type of milkweed do you have? The orange milkweed?
No,
like
mine's
Or is it the
purple.
okay? Because there's an orange one down here, and the monarchs love it, and it is it is one of their food plant. And now we're having a problem where the monarchs are getting a disease, and you can't tell that they carry it. But I guess it's not a good thing, and they can carry it through the food plants. They're saying, which I'm like, is that a true thing or not? I don't know what to believe anymore. All right, I finally got it. This is it. Doesn't look like much in the pictures, but in person, this plant it's vining and it'll cover things is just really beautiful. And it's got that what you were saying, Maureen, like that trumpet shape that the hummingbirds and
Well, that's fine. The
seem to
coral,
love.
the coral one,
That's
See
the
it?
coral. That's the coral
Yeah,
honeysuckle.
but mine doesn't. Mine doesn't grow in bunches like that. No, there's
No,
space.
No,
no.
no, then this
With
isn't yours.
green.
This is what I got seeds
Oh,
for.
okay.
This is a
Okay,
tropical
I'm sorry.
plant
I
that I'm
misunderstood.
growing. Yeah, no, this is a tropical vine I'm going to grow over the archway.
I'm old.
No, it's okay. So am I. Are you kidding? There we go. What plants do dragonflies like? Did we go over that one? No. What did you find what plants dragonflies like when you were searching?
Well, they
But they
dragon-
they're meat eaters. But do they lay their eggs on certain plants or in the water? I thought they laid them in the water. Dragonflies usually need water, I think. That's what's hard is like you don't want water because of the mosquitoes, but I believe dragonflies also, their instars are in water. And they're little meat eaters. Let me see. Dragonflies in Florida. Life cycle.
cinnamon fern.
Is that what it's called?
No, but that's what we have in Kentucky.
Yeah. The dragonflies made by the male grasping. Okay, we don't need details. Hold on. Yeah, that's all details. The female then picks up a drop of water to help her eggs stay on the shore. Okay, so they do put them on the shore, but they do this all over water. After mating, the female lays her eggs near or in water, such as streams, lakes, ponds, canals, ditches, marshes. So probably creating that lowland planting area like you were doing that gets wet, Shawnee, is going to draw them there. The eggs can come in many shapes, from tiny rice grains to small mangoes. That's interesting. The female can lay her eggs in 3 ways: endophytic, within a plant, epiphytic, on the surface of the plant, or exophytic, on water or land. So she's got 3 ways to live. And then they are aquatic nymph stage, and the other stages too are aquatic.
So I think, Barry, the one that I'm speaking about is crocosmia. So this is more. Whoops! Now I add it, Maureen. So this is more what
Great.
mine look like.
Oh, those are beautiful.
Yeah, mine aren't this bushy, but they're similar like this. So it's this grass, and then and they do. Let me see view.
I have those in my yard, but they're not.
That's not it.
Excuse me. guys.
Mine are just all orange. They don't have the 2 shades. They're just what. Yeah, I have the same thing too. But
Maybe a tiger lily, is Angel's asking. It's a tiger lily. It kind of looks like a tiger lily, the way, or
Crocosmia.
snapdragon kind of
Yeah.
family.
you know what? I think
There
I'm
you
going to go outside
A
and
honeydew.
take a picture.
So this one, is it like that, Barry?
That's cute.
No.
Okay.
Because the stems have knots in them, and
You see,
I'm
Marie?
just going to go outside and take a picture. So I'll be right back.
You see, you got a
I
sister.
am. Yeah, my sister-in-law.
Hey, sister-in-law. Good to see you. Welcome in, Tina Washington.
So I guess it isn't the crocosmia or crocosmia.
Hopefully, you can get a picture and it's not closed up. It's not like a daylily where it just shuts at night,
Mm-hmm.
which I always thought was pretty cool. But yeah, I think we're going to do just 7 more minutes because Maureen and I are both kind of dragging tonight. And yeah, I don't know, like the weather today, I had a slight headache. And then after my live, it got worse. We did get some rain. But too, just we've been having, Monday was, I think, solar storms we had hit. It's just been a weird kind of week where everybody's been exhausted. Wednesday, when I did my live, even everybody in the side chat were talking about how tired they were. They were really tired. And it's like, what in the world is going on?
Mhm.
Sometimes I wonder if they blame it on the sun and it's really other stuff that they're trying out. I love that name. I remember you said that that was her name. That's such a beautiful, like Native American name, Tiger Lily. That's what it reminds me of. I love that name, Lily, too. My aunt was Lillian. I don't know if you remember me telling you that, Pastor Claudie. And Theron didn't want that for our little girl's name, but that's okay.
Mm.
I slipped in Anna, which is my great grandmother's name. It's in Hannah's name,
Mhm.
right,
Hannah.
right in the middle. Yep, it's Anna with an H and an H at the end.
Hmm.
And it was a beautiful flower. I liked what you brought up. I might have to. I just can't wait to see the. It doesn't look like anything. I wish I had a picture. I might have a picture from when we went the first time to. And I'll post. I won't do it now, but I'll post it. Oh, here I've got a picture. This is actually. I do have grandchildren, but we don't get to see them. They're my husband's. Hold on. They're my husband's daughters, children, and my husband doesn't believe in taking like days off. I'm taking all the filters off. So here I look very tired. That's because the filter just came right off and I'm cool. You guys enjoy. I am exhausted. This is real life, baby. But I did it all so I could show you my baby boy. This is the firstborn. Hold on. Let me, or can I do it? How do I do the big one? Make me big. I can't remember. Thank you. All right. This is Nicholas. He's starting school. They moved to another
Aw.
state. He finally, because the state is very safe state, he can be at a public school because before they were in Atlanta. And then there is all three of them. God bless
Aw.
my stepdaughter because she has three boys. And they're all
My
little. You can
goodness.
tell they don't sit still. Look at just that picture. She couldn't.
No.
Yeah.
Everybody hold still. I want to take your picture.
The only time she gets the great picture of them all together is when they have their how do I
Crocosmia. Crocosmia. Must be a bulb. Shawnee, I think it is a bulb.
I think we all want it now after seeing
And
that picture.
and it just takes care of itself and it just grows everywhere and takes care of itself. And it's just a great filler. And then it also attracts.
Oh, I love that.
That's very
Mayberry
sweet.
Emma. That is a sweet name. Which
Okay,
flower fiercely protect. That's a great one, Tiger Lily. Fiercely protective of its young.
what the heck? Okay.
I have many tiger lilies. I don't think I've planted. I have daylilies that are actually. That's another thing. Gardening can connect us to our past because just like Maureen has those seeds of the tomato that her mother grew, and like, you never know like how far back sometimes people have seeds in their family where that plant has been grown generation to generation.
Mhm.
That actually is Aid's friend who comes in here too. They are growing a plant that's been in their family generation to generation to generation. I can't remember what it was though, that they're
There
growing.
you
It's
go, girl.
Rob Painless. Oh, okay.
It's
Oh,
it's wilted because I guess it's done for the year. I don't
I'm
know.
trying to recognize what that is, but it's a
oh, no.
weed that grows up there.
It's
Yeah, it's
beautiful.
Yeah,
everywhere, and it's
like
got
really
these.
pretty.
These are like spread out. They're not in a clump.
Okay.
So there'll be a knot in which you really can't see, but no, you can sort of right here.
You should try and put that through Google. Did you try and do the Google search with it,
Yeah,
or
give
try
me a
that
second.
next? Not
You do
now.
that.
Yeah, not
Well,
now.
I could do it. Actually, I could do it on the phone. So you can take
But
that down if you want.
can you
And then
blow it? Oh, is that as big as you can blow it up, or no?
No, I think you
Blow
can
it
go
up. There you
bigger.
go. Okay. Ooh, whoa. Okay.
gets a little blurry.
Yeah.
It's,
But
it's
is it trumpet shaped or no?
yeah, it's kind of
That
trumpet shaped.
kinda. Yeah,
Got like
kinda. I
a
see it.
yeah,
That's like the bottom beard or the bottom lip of the flower, the red
mhm,
one.
yeah.
Oh, that's really
Wow.
cool. But what I was going to say is my daylilies that I have I separated out from daylilies from my dad's daylilies. I know, Dark Paw. I miss you too, honey. Hello.
Shawnee says, she asks, is that jewelweed?
There you go.
Is it jewelweed? Maybe.
Yeah, I believe it is because TN
Thank
was
you.
telling me that's what it was, but I just could not.
Oh, that was
my
totally
brain-
down there. I don't think it's impatience. We have those and they're horrible. Like everybody loves them, don't get me wrong, but they're a horrible plant for Florida because they require so much water.
Oh.
Like people put them out
They're
because they're
thirsty.
gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, and they come out during the fall, winter, but they still require tons and tons of water to keep them going. And I'd rather see you guys put in like something more native, and you could do a butterfly garden, and just you could do more with the area rather than just here's this show of flowers because we have an HOA and we're going to spend this money. I'd be mad if that was my HOA. My HOA kind of xeriscapes. They have all like pretty much natives or tropical plants that they've used, and I'm very happy that they've spent our money that way. That's awesome. You had like 40? Yeah, my daylilies, my plumera, my night blooming cereus are all connected back to the yard that I grew up in. And the patio where the pool was that I swam in is that night blooming cereus. The night blooming cereus isn't looking so good lately. I can't find a good spot for it in my yard. The spot I had now is like it's a spot, but it's gorgeous when it does bloom off the 5-year pieces. It's like those flowers that you'll see How to Garden. We'll put up. Hello. Hi. Hi. Hello. Hi. You have to stay inside and be a good boy for Daddy. You have to be a good boy.
It's also touch me not might be another name for them.
Oh, touch me not. That doesn't sound good.
But I think isn't jewelweed something that you can eat?
Yeah, jewelry is something you can definitely use. I thought medicinally. I'm pretty sure. But it's really pretty fun. It kind of looks like almost like a crab claw, the way it's spotted, like the coloring, not the shape, but the coloring in.
Yeah, well, it reminds me of a fish. It's like, is that a fish?
It's a fish. See a fish. It does kind of look like a fish diving into the plant. Like that's the tail, and we can't see the head of the fish because it's diving into the greens.
But I'll take a better picture tomorrow when it's daylight.
Cool.
Yeah, you got a great picture for nighttime. You can even see the dew on the leaves.
I cheated. I took the flashlight with me.
Still great. Still a great picture for nighttime. Well, guys, I am probably going to do a continuation maybe of this. And I think what we'll do is, Shawnee, maybe we can cover, if you don't mind me doing this. You brought out a lot of different gardens, and we could cover some of those gardens, like how to plant a moon garden. Those are really cool. Like the moonlight gardens and all the various gardens, like how to do butterfly garden in your area. And because the plants in your area and berries will be different than the plants from my area. Some crossovers, some garden types, and then still like touch on too, like gardening. We grew a community. That was one thing that definitely stood out to me. Was gardening grew a community for me when I didn't have one. So I'm very grateful for that. So it's very hard for me not to be in the garden because that's what it did for me.
Oh
yeah,
and it connects me to my dad and the mom. Sorry, guys.
No, it's beautiful.
But my main thing is I want everybody to be able to do it. And as gardeners, like we need to help one another so we can help other people do it in different phases of their life.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So yeah,
Angel. Oh, it's brought your interest. Yes, the moonlight flower garden. I would love to. I've seen some really great ideas, Shawnee. I was glad that you actually put that up. Yeah, let's do photos and plant lists. That's a good idea. And when are you going to do a
Yeah.
live with this girl? You've got it like
Mm.
we got to get you up here next. Did you, Shawnee? Were you? Oh no, you were out, but you saw the replay that Anne got up and actually did a live. I'm
That was
surprised.
awesome.
That was awesome. That we could now put like an actual, and she sounds way different than AI. Her voice is beautiful. She's a beautiful lady.
She's from
And
South Africa, though, right?
yeah, yeah. But it's like her accent is so like
British?
she's picked up British, she's picked up South African, she's picked up a little maybe Turkish too.
Yeah.
It's varied. It's very
Really neat blend.
global, like global,
Mm, mm.
global accent. It's really
Yeah.
neat.
But ultimately, our goal with this live and what you this continuation
Yeah.
is so that we can, give you the courage and give you the oomph that you need
Yeah.
to go. I'm going to go and plant some
Right.
things, and
Right.
but also to not beat yourself up. To find that balance. What you're going into, or you're coming out of your hot season, but yet it's
Yes.
taking its time.
It's still taking, yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Because you
And
can grow lettuces and things like that, right?
not yet. That's winter.
Okay, but
You
it's
can't
coming.
touch it. It's coming. Yeah, it's coming. What is happening now is basically what you guys did in spring.
Right.
That's what we can go out and plant starting now. We can start dropping seeds for your spring plants.
Yeah. Nice.
And even some of your spring plants though might be still too like fragile here. Like
Yeah.
that one plant that I did buy, the goji berry, it's not ready for this heat yet, and I have to keep like trying and keep kind of, hey, come on, you're meant for this zone. Come on, come on.
Mhm.
And it's just like,
Wow.
no, it's too hot.
Yeah.
I'm like, I haven't
Yeah.
even put you in full sun. So yeah,
Mhm.
but
So you
yeah,
have to do the same thing where I forget what the term is called, where we bring them
hardening
out.
off.
Hardening off. So you have to hardening in,
Yeah,
or
kind of
hardening
hardening
on,
There she
hardening
is. I
on.
was just bragging on you, lady. We're trying to
Good
get
morning,
Shawnee.
Ann.
Good morning, Ann.
Hey,
Trying to
Ann.
get Shawnee up next. Yeah, and you know what, Shawnee? I totally can feel you because this has a different
Yeah.
Facebook on it than my
Yeah,
phone
yeah.
has, and I'm so afraid if I sign into my regular one that I'm on now, because that's like the family Facebook that I don't get on much anymore since mom passed. I'm afraid I'll lose that completely. So it's like, yeah, I totally get it. But when you figure it out, Diva and I are here to help you get your feet wet. And also because we would love to have you up because your ideas and your
Oh, I
brain
know.
amazing. You're like
She's
the planner that we want to grow up and be. We want to be a
absolutely.
planner like
Yeah,
you.
and ideas. Like
And
she's the
ideas.
one that said, "What if you dig trenches?" And it was like, "Oh," and
Yeah.
that's.
Oh, I didn't know that idea
Mhm,
came from Shawnee.
mhm.
Oh, yeah.
No, she's the idea girl, and
She definitely is.
yeah, so much wisdom,
A
so
lot
much
of
wisdom.
wisdom. Yeah, she definitely has a
Mhm,
gift of wisdom for sure.
mhm.
Can't see Barry with all those cats. No, you can't see all his cats. Dark Paw just wants to be the star of the show tonight.
Hey,
But
Paint.
we'll let Ann say her hellos and stuff. And we were just getting ready to say goodbye because Steven and I both feel like we've been hit by something and it just moved on and left us like, it's just showing more over on Diva's, red circle. A little worried.
Yeah,
Friend.
yeah. I should. It's like, well, you're taking one for the team. Where it's like, no, I'll sit up and I'll just. But it's like, I went, no, Maureen, stop doing that. Stop
Yeah,
sitting.
no, you don't need
Just.
to. Yeah,
Mhm,
just relax.
mhm.
But yeah, let's try and do that. Maybe next Friday we can do the Moonlight Garden. We can try that one. But the only thing is what can we put in during the daytime that's still food? My problem is with these certain gardens that are more flower based visually, like the Moonlight type of garden. I don't have that much room. I have to choose food over flowers.
Yeah.
So maybe Shawnee, some ideas in that respect of what you would do. Like if you had like my size yard where you can only use pretty much I can use the perimeter. I can't go into that grass area. That's the husband's.
Mm.
Oh, I hate that feeling. I'm sorry, Anne. I know we all know what that's like actually up here. We have bouts of insomnia up here. I watch gardening videos I took with my kids from 2 years ago. So, oh, yeah, and that's what it's about too, is creating those memories and that legacy for our kids or our grandkids to come. Um, yeah, absolutely. That's why I wanted to do it actually, was for legacy. So my daughter could look at me doing something that I loved that connected me to her grandfather that I wish I had, videos of.
I forgive Serena.
I'm scared. Some of my beds and containers to keep cats away. Yeah, but you have to do that because you don't want the feral cats. We were talking about that this morning. You don't want feral cat poop in your garden beds because they can carry diseases, and you don't want to be, bringing that on your plants into your body.
Mhm.
But they are wonderful. Cats are wonderful.
Mine go in the woods.
Yep. Oh, they have the biggest cat box ever out there.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Yeah.
they have plenty of places that they don't even have to go twice in the same area.
Yeah.
Yes, grow sunflower. Barry's really good at sunflowers. Diva and I struggle with them a little bit. Um,
A little bit.
I had one come up out of my dad's mix that I'm trying to make that video of making flower bombs and the mix of seeds that I used. I had one come up, Creative Redundancy, but it was the miniature ones. It wasn't a Mexican sunflower, but it was a miniature one, and I had nothing to do with it. I threw down
Like
a
the
bunch
ones
of
I
the
had
mix.
last year.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think
Up
so.
on the hill, it just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it was kind
The
of
only
like
thing
that,
I
but
figured, I figured like an animal, like a bird or something, deposited it.
might have dropped
And it
it.
just
Yeah,
grew.
mine was definitely from the mix, but I didn't have anything to do
Because
with
the
it other
head
than I
was like that.
threw it. Yeah, they were small.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That
can't
was-
grow the larger ones. The rats eat the seed or the start.
Yeah.
I've cloached them too before, but then as soon as the cloche is
The-
removed,
The weather killed mine. I was heartbroken.
yeah.
Hmm.
Can't you tell secrets in the cornfield? Because of all the ears listening to you. And now Susan's our stand-up comedian. Well, guys, I said, and we were going to go. We've been
All right.
live for 2 hours and 11 minutes now.
Doo, 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 doo.
Please say your good nights and leave a tip at the door for the cleaning crew. On
That's
your way
right. That's right. We need the
out.
cleaning
For the
cleaner.
seed donation crew on your way out.
Mm,
Say goodbye.
No,
Oh,
your presence is a gift enough, you guys. I'm just teasing.
absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Oh, bye-bye.
That's amazing, Sierra. I'll have to come over and see that.
That's so cool.
Do you have a short or a video on your sunflower that's 10 foot tall?
Kisses.
Because we all need to go over and see that on Sierra's channel if he does.
Mhm.
Oh, wonderful. And yeah, you have the perfect climate for sunflowers. That's something you definitely could look up on YouTube. I've seen other people cut the seed heads off. Excuse me.
Yeah. Sometimes you take them early so that the birds don't come and take them.
Mhm.
But I don't know how early.
You have a good day, Anne, ahead of you. And let me know if you figure out the main channel, that person that we were talking about today that's bothering you. You too, Angel. Sleep well. How do you turn
Hi,
a fruit
Angel.
into a vegetable? Throw a watermelon up into the air and it will come down squash. Cute. All right, y'all. Much love.
All
Thank you for being here with us. All right. We're looking forward to it, CR. Okay. Catch you guys later out in YouTube.
See you later. Ciao,
Bye.
ciao.